YouTube, what's up and what it do is you got done back in with another dope sneaker done 11 real versus fake YouTube review. Today y'all seen the title and the thumbnail. I have an updated Jordan 11 Gratitude from across that water. Now the plug that I got these from, they said this is like one of their most up-to-date versions, and I'm going to be comparing it to the retail that I got from JD Sport. Now, let's jump right into the video because I don't want to hold y'all guys up. Now, we're going to look at the sizing tag on the kicks. I'm going to put the real on top of the fake. And pretty much I'm going to let y'all see what's going on. So, in my opinion, the fonts and all of that is looking very, very close to being like similar or just like the same. And we can see what's going on with that. But we're going to get into the box of these kicks so we can pretty much compare the kicks and get that about the way. But the box sizes, we can see that it's pretty much the same size as far as that go. Now, the seller these do come from, as far as the replicated, it's from my guys over here at snkkick.ru. Here go all of their info as well as the discount codes and stuff like that. But you know, it come covered with the thank you papers and all of that type of stuff. We're gonna get into the inside of the box. This is my first time really checking out both of these together, so I'm going in kind of bland. But as far as the underlid on there, we do got the thank you in there, the same as it is on the retail. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Move everything to the side. So this is the replicated version from SNK Kit. And this is the retail. Slide everything into the view. And we're going to see what we got going on. So we got both of the kicks in the view right now, and off the top I'm seeing pretty much like a similar difference from how it was on my last real versus fake. Now this being the retail on the top, but I can say that the outer sole on the replicated version is closer this time to the retail than my last replicated version was. Now on foot, I doubt if you're going to be able to tell a difference. And plus they said overseas pairs does have a darker outer sole on them. Look like we got a little bit of smudge. Let me see if I can get that off. It ain't come right off, but it probably will come off sooner or later. So looking at the toe box on both of these, this is the retail, this is the replicated. Toe box wise, they are looking very, very similar to each other. Look at the front cap. We see how it's looking. This is the retail, this is the rep. It looks a little bit more milky off right here, where you can see a little bit more of that translucent showing on the tip of the toe. Would it be a call out on foot though? I doubt it, but that is like a difference right there that I'm seeing. Not a big deal breaker in my opinion though. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the right foot to the fake, and I'm gonna pretty much put it on side by side with the retail. Let y'all see the retail jump man real quick on the corner panel of the kick. This is how it's looking. And then here is the actual replicated version, and that's how it's looking. So okay, I can see like a tad bit of difference. It's not like something that you will be able to call out on foot, but on the fake it seemed like it got some type of like bordering going around the Jumpman itself. It looks a little bit more popping out around the outline of it. I don't know if I'm tripping or just nitpicking, but that's just something that I noticed. Maybe if you guys are in the market to get these, as far as on a resale aftermarket thing, that can be something y'all can watch out for. But it's not really like an outline around there the way I'm seeing the outline on the fake as far as the Jumpman on the lateral. Let's look at the back on the booty and look at that 23 and see how it is. Material wise, it seems to be, you know, on point to this retail, which is on this fake. Let y'all see that 23 on the back, the way it is. I probably would have preferred the stitching either way around, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it would have lasted longer in my opinion. But let's look at the bottoms on the kick. Like I said, we got the replicated on the bottom and we got the retail on the top. Same differences as far as the outer sole being a tad bit darker, look like a little bit of snot on the fake, and then on the retail we can see how it's looking a little bit more, you know, a little bit more milkier. And on the fake it looks like mucus in my opinion. But getting around to the actual carbon fiber shank plate, this is the real, this is the fake on my left, as you guys can tell from the outer sole. And the carbon fiber is pretty much looking pretty much the same. Feeling about the same texture wise. That's how it looked. And as far as on the retails, it was something that I had noticed. Is this stitching right here, the way it goes above the actual second column right here on the retail. And yeah, on this fake, it's still less present the way it was on the last fake. But overall, these are a good pair for my guys over at SNK. So I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, so let me compare the left foot to the left foot. And stitching wise, you can see that stitch. This is just legit checking purposes. This is not to call out people on foot. It's just for educational purposes. You really can't see the stitching over that second column right there, whereas on the retail on the right foot you can barely see it, but you can see it. And on the left foot of the fake you can't see it, but on the left foot of the retail, like I said, looking at it, you can see it, that stitching going across the top. Not a big deal breaker as far as for these, but it just is what it is. Now, as far as the lacing, we can see the replicated is laced the way it is right here. You can see it with the knot in the front, and on the retail, we see how it's laced. So that's a difference, you know, although somebody could try to change that out or something, but that is a difference. Like if you notice that, like you can be wary or whatever, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? A person could have unlaced it and just, you know, did it their own way instead of like factory lacing it like the retail. So anyway, on the third spacing, we got it looking like this. Now, in my opinion, on the third spacing, I'm looking at it and, you know, both of the Jumpman kind of look like, you know, very stick figure-ish. I guess they can't really do but so much with that small amount of stitching and that small amount of space that they have to put that Jumpman. But I can say that the actual stitching looks a little bit more brighter and cleaner, in my opinion, on the replicated version than what it looked like on the retail. It looks a little bit more muted out, a little bit more of like a gray stitch versus it being like a pure white stitch on the actual retail. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but other than that, man, we're gonna get into the inside of these kicks and we're gonna look at the insole and take a look at the size and label and get these kicks hit with the Blacklight. Before doing that though, we're just gonna check out the tab on the back of the tongue. We got the thank you, quality basketball product created in gratitude by the greatest player ever, on the actual retail. And on the fake, let's see if it's looking about the same. Yeah, on the fake it's looking the same. Everything is looking good on it. So like I said, we're gonna get into the inside of these shoes, to the meat and potatoes, and see what we have. Tissue paper looking like that on the retail. Snatch the insole out of here. This is how the insole is looking on the retail. This is something I didn't notice when I did my last real versus fake. As far as the retail, it does have like a B on the bottom of the actual insole. I don't know what that means. For real. And here is the insert of the fake. Let me pull out the insole on there. So this is the insole. We got a placement difference of the actual size and label, size 11. And the real is at the top, the fake is at the bottom. Look like the fake is a little bit darker and a black color, in my opinion. But as for the back of the insole, we got the AJ11 insole on the retail, and we can see all of the writing is going on. Brighter insole on the retail, and we have more of like an off-white type of tan on the fake. And you can see the differences on there. Like I said, I don't know if overseas pairs are a little different and if the insole looks a little bit more like the actual fake, but y'all just let me know all of that down in the comments. We're gonna look at the footbed on here and look at the stitching and all of that. So we do have it looking like that on the footbed. The Strobel stitching is in that white. We can see that hole in there. We can see that black in there. And as for the replicated, we can see the hole. And it's a totally different footbed. We have like a gray footbed, and the stitching is still in that black. I believe my last fake stitching was in the black, and it pretty much looked similar to that off in there. Now, as far as the size and label, this is the size and label inside of the fake. We got that US size 11, and the factory that these were they replicated these to be from is the SZ factory. SZ. Now let's take a look up in the retail. We have LNM factory, and that's how everything is looking in the inside. If you guys can see, like I said, we got an L&M factory. And those are the production dates, US size 11 in the inside of there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything to the side and get the shoes hit with the black light. And I'm going to get y'all up out of here. All right, so let's take a look at the kicks under the black light. This is the retail. And let's see what's going on. Typical glue marks that we usually see around the midsole of the AJ11s, glowing of the laces, and we have it looking like this. We can see the outer stitching on the upper tumble leather, glowing, and let me see. As for the replicated, it's looking pretty good. At this point, I see a little less glue comparing this right foot to the left of the retail. And this is how it's looking under that black light. Let me see. As far as the outer sole, we have them both looking like that. The retail is on my right, and on my left is the replicated, and it's like a little bit more of a glow of the outer sole, in my opinion, on the replicated. But as far as the laces glowing, as far as how it is on the retail, it is doing that on the replicated. And as far as the stitching along the outer lays of the kick, it's glowing as well. Everything is looking about, you know, the same as far as under the black light. So I'm gonna get the lights back on. Okay, that's gonna wrap up this real versus fake on the Jordan 11 Gratitudes. Like I said, this is an updated version that I got from SNK Kick from across that water. .ru. Here go their information right here again. Now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can go and pay the resale for these. You know, it ain't that crazy. Like right now, you know, it probably still creep up a little bit more as we get into the future, but it's still a $300 kick on the aftermarket. Or you can go and holler at these guys over here across the water and get them for well below retail, you know what I'm saying? And when you include the discount, pretty much you get more money off. I mean, the choice is all on you, on foot. Nobody is going to be able to tell. But the video is just for educational purposes, so you won't get scammed trying to get this, which is the retail on the aftermarket resale, and getting this. You can just go straight to the source, straight to the plug, and get these yourself. Other than that, it's been your guy Dunn. I'm out for this one. I love y'all. Peace.